everyone. Welcome to this extra special bonus announcement episode of Mindful in Minutes. If you've seen the title of this episode, you know why we're here, and that is after a 1.5-year hiatus, retreats are coming back. Oh my gosh. I know you can't see me. I'm just in my closet, but I'm just like doing like the happy hands and everything. Because I have missed retreats. I have missed you guys. I have missed being able to share what I love with you guys. And, I took a break because I had baby Poppy and I was on maternity leave and I was focusing on family. And that was absolutely the right decision. And I've really enjoyed that time that I've been focusing on just being here. And now I feel ready to do retreats again. So here we are. I want to walk you through both retreats. There's one in 2024 and one in 2025. I want to talk about what they are, the inspiration behind them both, the themes, kind of what you need to know, and just let you know how excited I am. And then listen until the end, and I will share a coupon code where you can save $100 on either retreat. And I will say, as of right now, when I'm posting this, there are some spots left in both retreats, but waitlist has gotten a chance to join these retreats, and man, did they join them. But I do still have some spots in both when this is posted. And I also just want to mention how much I appreciate your guys' patience. The wait list was really long. I've been hearing from a lot of you curious about retreats, and I've been working on these kind of behind the scenes for the last couple of months, and I'm just really excited to be able to finally share them. So, drum roll. That's my drum roll. We are going to Iceland this year, and next year, Scotland. Oh my gosh. So I want to start with Iceland because that is the 2024 retreat. And as many of you know, especially if you're on my email list, once a year or once every other year, I send out a survey to everyone and I say, where do you want to go on a retreat? And Iceland is always like the top one, always. And believe me, you guys want to keep going to Iceland? I will keep going to Iceland. I seem to be fortunate enough to make my way there at least once a year, and it truly is like one of the most magical places on earth. And so every time when Iceland is number one requested, I'm like, done, say less, we're going to Iceland. So October 5th through 10th of 2024, we are going to Iceland. And the theme for this one is the Icelandic Homecoming, Auroras, and Awakening. And this really does feel like such a special retreat to me, not just because I love Iceland, you guys know I do, but I did my very first international retreat years ago in Iceland. And it felt like such a huge moment it was a huge moment for me because I was able to do something that I'd only dreamt of, and to be like, not only am I doing what I love for my job, but like I get to travel, like another thing that I love, and people want to travel with me. Like it just was like one of those, I can't believe this is real life moments. And so to be able to go back so many times has been really incredible. And this one, it really does feel like a homecoming for me in a way, especially because I'm coming back 5 years later, 6 years later. And it's like my life is so different, but also the same. I'm still doing what I love, but like I have 2 kids now. Everything's just so different. And so I'm really excited about this one. And I wanted to take that feeling of home and I wanted to create a retreat around it. So this retreat is going to be all around finding like your internal home, like a homecoming to the self was really sort of the inspiration behind this theme, like initiating your own personal homecoming to connect with your true self and your soul, and of course, auroras and awakening. Now, I can't promise anything, but what I will say is I seem to have, knock on wood, I don't know if you could hear that, knock on my closet door here, that's wood. I have really great luck with the northern lights in Iceland, and especially in October. It is like perfect time to see the northern lights. And September and October are actually 2 of my favorite months to go to Iceland because it's not as busy. It's not like peak summer, but also There's a good amount of darkness, so you have a good shot at seeing the northern lights. And so I wanted to wrap that into our theme. So basically what we'll be doing is during this beautiful 6-day retreat is, of course, every day we will do yoga and meditation, and then we'll have like some breakfast, and then every day we have something different. So we have some really fun tours planned the first day that you get there, because you know that you're going to have that overnight flight. And unless you're coming from somewhere in Europe to Iceland, and you're kind of doing like Europe to Europe, it might not necessarily be overnight, but usually you're going to come in early in the morning. And what I will say is flight deals to Iceland right now for this time, amazing. I booked my flight and it was like so good. I think it was like $450, maybe $500, which like a direct flight from Minneapolis to Europe. That's incredible. I've seen some as low as $200 coming out of Baltimore, because I've been chatting with the people booking from the wait list and kind of brainstorming, flight deals, things like that. And if you look for Iceland Air and also Play Airline, they do a lot of cheap direct flights out of major U.S. cities to Reykjavik. And also Air Canada does some really great direct flights for my Canadian listeners. And of course, you can always, I'm sure, do like EasyJet or something if you're already in Europe or the UK. But anyway, so you're going to take that overnight flight and you're going to land. And let me tell you, the secret to not getting jet lag in Iceland is you go to the Blue Lagoon first. I've done it every single time and it works. So it's like, I've done it 8 times and 8 times it worked. So we go, we're going to pick you up. You will see my bright-eyed, bushy-tailed self just being thrilled to see you in the Keflavik airport. We're going to pick you up, and then we're going to go to the Blue Lagoon. And you are going to luxuriate in those waters. And they are like as beautiful icy blue as you think they are. Like truly, you see the pictures, it's just like that in person. And then it's like steamy and warm, and you're going to do face masks. You're going to walk up to like the walk-up bar and get some green juice, or like, a beer if that's, your vibe. You can get a drink there. You're going to hang out. You're going to meet everyone at the retreat, and you're just going to like restore and relax and just feel amazing. And that truly is like the secret to not getting jet lag in Iceland, is you hit the Blue Lagoon first. So we're going to do that right off the bat our first morning. It's so fun. And then we're going to go to the place that we're staying, which I haven't been back to this particular venue since my first retreat. And I've always wanted to go back. The last time I was there for a family vacation. It was like my little baby moon, and it was me and my husband and Pork Chop and my mom, Mama Smith, and I made them drive by this like lodge because I love it so much. We were kind of in the area, and I was like, let me show you where I like to do my retreats. They made everyone just like drive by it and look and like wave, because whatever. Okay, it's a little extra, but I did make everyone drive by it. But it is this old school. And so I'm going to put all the information in the show notes, and you'll see on the booking page, there's a lot of pictures there. You can see the picture of this place. It is so beautiful. It's this old school. So the inside really has this like dark wood, kind of like academia, like cozy vibe. And then there's this beautiful field where these Icelandic horses just like wander around, and you can pet them. They're like the neighbors' horses. And then it's on this beautiful lake. And it's in this small town. If any of you watched the Netflix show that Zac Efron did, and he had that one episode in Iceland, the place where he goes, Fontana, where they cook like the rye bread in the ground, and then you can do like the hot cold plunge, that's like literally down the road from where we're staying. So we're going to get to go there, and you can experience Fontana and all of that if you saw it on Netflix. So anyway, so then we're going to go to our beautiful lodge. It's just so cozy. I can't wait to go back. And we're going to be doing amazing things. We're going to be doing a hike into like a natural geothermal like steam valley. We're going to do a golden circle tour. We're going to do this like Icelandic bathing rituals. We're going to go do like some little waterfall hikes and tours. We also have these 2 workshops I'm really excited about. The first one is auras and auroras. I was pretty proud of myself for that little play on words there. And so this is going to be a workshop where I'm going to teach you how to cleanse your aura, read others' auras, figure out what your colors is, what that means, and then I'm going to kind of teach you how to just master your own aura and how to work with it. Then we're going to do breath work for the body. So this is going to be a somatic connection, like an embodiment breath work workshop, where I'm going to teach you foundational pranayama practices, and I'm going to teach you how you can use breath to really get into the self and like work with the tissues of your body. It's going to be all around somatic breath work. So I'm really excited about that one too. And then, yeah, we're just going to be in Iceland doing all the amazing things. It really is like the perfect itinerary. From someone who's been to Iceland quite a few times, it's like the perfect itinerary. We're also going to go into Reykjavik for a little bit. If you have like a later flight, which you probably will, we can go, hang out in the town a bit. I'll show you all my favorite places. I will make you go to this bakery. That's my favorite. I make everyone go to this bakery. It's so good. It's like just down the street from like that big iconic church that you see. I'll take you there. And the trick is you go into this bakery and you just ask for whatever is warm and they will give you one of whatever just came out of the oven and you'll like weep tears. Like you will cry. It is so good. But yes, so that is Aurora's and Awakening, the Icelandic Homecoming. So there are still some spots in that. Again, information is down in the show notes, so you can click more. Also, I will add it to my website. The retreat webpage is down because once I started sending it out to the wait list, I wanted to make sure no one else could join, but I'll put it back up on my website, yogaforyouonline.com as well. All right, let's talk about Scotland, shall we? Now, I have been to Scotland quite a few times. My sister actually went to college or university there, so I've been traveling to Scotland solo since I was like 14 or 15. And it's just a place that like really has captured my heart. Like there's such a warm, loving, like mother energy there for me. And so I really wanted to lead a women's retreat in Scotland. So on May 5th through 10th of 2025, so in about 1 year from now-ish, we are going to be doing the Wild and Wondrous Woman Escape to Scotland retreat. So this one is all around the theme of just awakening your wild and wondrous soul. And we're going to be in the Scottish Highlands. And it's a 6-day retreat. And you're going to be able to just really immerse yourself in meditation, in yoga, in breath work, and just really connecting to like your inner essence as a woman. This is just a place that just has such, just has such a special place in my heart because like not only is it beautiful, not only does it have this kind of like mother, like grounding energy, there's such rich history there, and the place that we are staying, oh my gosh, you guys have to see the pictures. It is like, it is insane. It is this like ginormous, beautiful, I don't even call it a lodge. I feel like it's like, they call it a lodge. I would call it like, I don't know, like a mansion. It's this big, huge, beautiful, an estate. It's an estate. Let's call it that. It is beautiful. It is on this lake. It has like this little gate and this beautiful drive. I'm gonna be like skipping down like the driveway, just unleashing my wild and wondrous woman. And then there's all of these greens, and it's just like the venue is perfect. We have this chef, we have a private chef for this one. And they're going to be creating these custom meals for us. I'm going to be working closely with the chef, and of course with any retreat we can accommodate any dietary restrictions. So it's going to be like so good. I'm so excited about that. And this retreat, the theme of it is really going to be like I said, kind of igniting that just wondrous, like playful, like wild soul within us, but also holding space and just connecting with like-minded women. So it's all about just coming together, sharing this space, and I don't know, just being seen and sharing and being in this beautiful, incredible, like wild place. So there are 2 workshops on this one. The first one is reclaiming the womb space. So if you came with me to Portugal, we did a little bit of this. We did like an impromptu womb clearing, which like retreats aren't always that woo-woo, but like my Portugal group, they were like, wait, tell me more about womb clearings. And I'm like, I'll do you one better. I'll just go lead one down in the yoga room. They're like, great. And so many people said that was the highlight. We just did this little quick, little simple one. And so many people loved it that I thought, okay, we're doubling down and we are going to be doing a full workshop around reclaiming the womb space. So we'll do like a womb clearing. We'll connect with that space. I'll talk about like the significance of that space and its source of creative power, intuition, emotional depth. We will do it with some humor, I promise, because you can't really talk about like a womb clearing without like a couple jokes, right? You'll hear me crack a couple jokes. And we're going to do it all in kind of this safe, supportive container with me and the other women that join. And then we'll end with a little bit of a ceremony for some internal kind of feminine connection. Then we have breath work for balance. So this breath work workshop is all around the energetic highway day, and we're going to be working with the chakras and the nadis, so N-A-D-I, the nadis, the energetic pathways, and the subtle energy channels. So I'll be teaching you different breathwork practices that can help you purify your nadis and align your chakras and work to amplify your subtle energy channels. So I'll teach you how to do all of that in our breathwork practice. And then the itinerary, it is perfect. It is chef's kiss. So we are, of course, the first day, again, I will greet you in the airport. I will be so excited to see you. I will give you the biggest hug. If you're a hug person, if you're not, that's totally cool too. You'll just let me know you're not a hug person. But I will be so excited to see you. We're going to head out to the Highlands. The drive out there, immaculate. It is immaculate. And we're going to go and we're going to get together. We'll have a little opening circle, a welcome dinner. We'll do some practice. We'll get to connect. And then we're going to have what we're calling folklore and flow day. So anyone who came with me to the Ireland retreat, we had some local women come and do a little bit of a ritual and a ceremony with us. And it was so special to see them share what they love, and they talked to us about like the local folklore and all that. We're going to do the same thing in Scotland, and I cannot wait to experience that with all of you. So we'll be doing that while we're here. We'll do like a little tour, a highlight of the area. The Highlands is obviously a really big region. But yeah, we're going to be doing like, oh my gosh, just like the things we're seeing on this tour. I cannot wait. Of course, there'll be castles. Of course, there's going to be, maybe some waterfalls, some lakes. It's everything that you're going to want. We're going to go into Edinburgh for a day. I'll show you all my favorite places. I'll take you to the castle. I'm actually going to Scotland this summer on a family vacation, so I'm going to scope out some spots for us while I'm there. And yeah, we're just basically going to do everything that you want. Our what did I call it? Our estate that we're staying at, they also have, because it's on a lake, so they have some really fun activities too. Like you can go for walks. I believe you can do like some little sporty things on the lake. There's like stargazing. We're going to have like a little bonfire, just everything that we need to explore Scotland and have this really special experience as a group of women. Now, like I said, both retreats have spots, but I will say Scotland was hot for the wait list. If you are considering Scotland, and for both retreats you put down a $500 deposit, that saves your spot. There's room in both. There is not a lot of room in Scotland. So I can't say if there's still room when you're listening to this, but there is as I'm posting it. So both of them are definitely filling up, so I would go put your deposits down. Email me if you have questions, info@yogaforyouonline.com. I have all the links in the show notes and also on my website. You can check it out. And a special code for my Mindful Minutes listeners, because I love you so much. If you want to save $100 on one or both if you want, you're going to use code Mindful in Minutes, all caps, to get $100 off a retreat with me. So that is just a little bit of the inspiration behind the two retreats, and I hope I get to share this space with you and see you in Iceland or Scotland or both if you're feeling, extra called to do that. If it's not for you, I appreciate you listening to this too. I'm just so grateful for all of you, and I hope I get the opportunity to lead you in these retreats, and all spots are first come, first serve. And I appreciate you. So check the show notes, check out these retreats. Thank you for being patient with me while I was on retreat maternity leave. And I hope to see you this year or next. Okay, bye.